Okay, welcome back. I wanted to take a few moments today to give you an update here at the Dove, and I get my head down and get going so busy that I want to basically apologize that I haven't done this sooner. But we asked you for some help to replace some equipment, only because we're in the middle of this really a major remodel at the Dove. Now, it's a long story, but we're taking this building and we're just really starting now to turn it into the place that it should have always been. Basically, we are in an airplane hangar, and we are grateful for this building. I love it. But when we moved in, it was a hangar, and we were fighting noise, minimum air conditioning, and things like that. So this past year, the board and I and the staff, we agreed that we had to fix this to make it better down the road. So we've been involved in what we're calling flipping the building. And it's not that we're selling it and moving out. So we're taking the operation from this end and moving it over there and there over here, primarily to manage the noise because we are at an airport. And in the middle of budgeting all of this, we had a piece of equipment that we weren't counting on that we found out is no longer being serviced. It's what they call the TriCaster switcher. And that switcher, for those watching on the Dove TV right now, there is a live picture of the current one. And that looks pretty modern, sophisticated, and it is, but it's 11 years old. And we found out in April that the company that we worked with on that got sold, and the new company that took it over is not going to service this anymore. And that's a critical thing when you are doing what we're doing by moving this into a new control room. And so we didn't know what to do. We actually, I was at the National Association of Broadcasters show, and I started talking to a bunch of companies down there, what can we do and who does what. And I won't bore you with all the facts. The bottom line is that we had to replace it, and because it's so critical that if it goes down, it's down. There's no more getting parts, there's no more service to it. And anybody in this high-techy world that we live in knows that that's the game. The game of software and hardware, and you're at the mercy of who makes it and who supports it. And if you don't get any support anymore and you don't do the upgrades, you're kind of up a creek, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. And we couldn't afford to take the main piece of equipment that runs the entire television network and have it just function, then one day go down and not be there. And we've already had some problems with it because it is 11 years old. So we asked you to prayerfully help us to purchase a new one. I had no idea. I was hoping we'd get by for $10,000, $12,000. Well, we ending up being close to $47,000, and that's just what it takes today. And then we were fighting, believe it or not, tariffs. We were looking at the companies, and then you got to deal with tariffs and all this nonsense. Anyway, we finally, the company that built that one got taken over by a company that took that company and expanded it. And we made a deal with them to get the upgrade that will be good for many years to come. And so we went ahead. And yesterday, I sent the check out for the new one to come in. And I want to say to all of you that helped us with that, thank you so very much. We just did not budget that. We weren't thinking down that road. But if you do anything for the Lord, you know that you're going to get pushback. And the other thing you learn, if you're going to do anything in the way of construction or development, you make your plans and you stick to them, and then all of a sudden you just get diverted in projects and people can't deliver and things break and all this stuff, and it becomes a little bit of a problem. So, but I just want to say thank you. We did meet our goal. It's just humbling, quite frankly, to see how the Dove is impacting lives literally around the world, but in particular the Pacific Northwest. And the listeners and the viewers, such as yourself, that help us is amazing, because 84%, it's been that pretty consistent for several years, 84% of the Dove's income is viewers and listeners supporting the ministry. And I just want to say thank you so very much. We don't take it for granted. We don't take it lightly. And if anything, I don't show appreciation enough, only because I'm just so busy. And that's not a good excuse, but it is what happens here. In the meantime, I thought what I'd do is we're going to take you a little bit of a walkthrough here of what we're doing with the remodel, because we're involved in it, but we're far from being done. So this is the walk into where the new studio is being developed. It almost looks like a surgery center. It's all white. What you're looking at there now is our new control room that is pretty much framed, done, painted. It got finished. It was finished being painted yesterday. And then yesterday afternoon, we had the insulation people back in because we were having problems with some of the insulation. That is a 60-foot door, wide door, and so that's all been insulated. If you pan up, you'll see even the ceiling has been insulated. There you go. And then if you look over those walls, we had to build a wall inside of a wall and then insulate it and then sheetrock it and texture it and all that. All that part of the operation is done. Now, I won't tell you what's in those big boxes there, but you can show that. See that right there? That is the big surprise. And it's in 144 pieces. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we shopped all over. Gosh, I can't tell you how big of a deal this is sitting there. But it showed up last week, late last week, and there it is. And, no, excuse me, today's Friday. It showed up Monday. There it is. And that will be put together. That's a big piece of the future. And there it sits. So we're coming down to the hard construction is just about completed. Heating and air, the walls, some of the lighting. We have a lighting grid that has to be installed that will hang all the studio lights. And then if he goes in this room here, he's going to go in and step up here. This room is empty right now, but this room will get some counters in it, and then everything that's running the television operation, what they call the control room, will go into this room. And what will happen here is it's several steps up, which is good, so that the operators now can see over the top of people. And we'll be able to look, and the new set will be way over there where that orange piece of equipment, that lift is. The set will be over there. So that's what's happening. Now, I don't know, you pan over to the other door that looks towards the studio. Pop, if you go that way, and then turn right, there's another door there. I'm giving you a walkthrough. Okay, this is, if you see all those lights, I'm sitting underneath those lights right now. That's where it is. So we had to move some of our cubicles over. So we actually have a television studio with cubicles in it because that's where we had to put some of our staff as we go through this project. So we're still in the middle of it. I quite frankly thought we would be primarily done by now, but it's not the case. We're still a couple of months out. But thank God I didn't set a hard date so that we just got frustrated. We just, we're going to roll with it because what I've learned through this is you want it done right. It's so involved technically that we just don't, we can't make a mistake. So in the next several weeks, what'll happen, a lot of wiring is going to go on, a lot of wiring in the ceiling, a lot of wiring down below. All this is going to go on over the next several weeks. We have more equipment coming, and the piece of equipment that you help us replace was ordered yesterday, and I was told by the dealer and the manufacturer that there were 3 of them in stock, and one of them has our name on it and probably will be packaged up and shipped our way sometime next week. That is a huge deal for us, and so once that piece of equipment, Tom, can you put the picture on the board again so I can just see it there real quick? Okay, there you go. That, show the screens a little bit too. So kind of an infinity there, you'll see me on the screen. So that whole thing there is as modern as that looks. It's 11 years old. That'll all be replaced with the latest and the greatest. And it's a significant jump from that model to the one that we're doing. See all these boxes here? This is the brain that runs it all. And so we have a redundancy that we actually have 2 systems there. All of that gets replaced with new hardware, new software, and all has to be pre-wired. I don't know if you can show the back. See all the wires underneath the counter there? See all that? All that has to be thought out. So that's what we're doing. So anyway, thank you so much. And your support and your prayers for the Dove is the fuel in the tank. You can support the Dove anytime by going online at thedove.us. That's easy to do. There's a picture of our landing page actually showing you what we just showed you. You can call anytime at 541-776-5368. And like I said, online at theDove.us. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a partner of what we're doing. I wish you could read some of the letters. Now, you realize in today's world, everything's electronic. We get emails, but we get a lot of letters. People sit down and literally take the time to write a note. We get phone calls, we get letters, we get texts, we get emails. And the impact of the Dove is significant. The world's crazy, and people are looking for truth, they're looking for hope, and that's what God has called us to do, to be faithful in getting these programs out so people's lives are changed. And when you partner with us, you're making that happen. Not only in the Pacific Northwest, literally throughout the United States and around the world. And some of those expansions we'll tell you about later because they are in the works as well. So thank you so very much. God bless you all.